Good evening and welcome to Midnight Movie Club and another series review. In tonight's video I will be reviewing Black Summer. Black Summer is a brand new zombie apocalypse series created by Carol Schaefer and John Hames. The first season dropped recently on Netflix and consists of 8 episodes with running times ranging from 20 to 45 minutes. The series stars Jamie King, Justin Chu, Carey, Kristen Lee, Sal Velez Jr. and Kelsey Fowler. Black Summer comes from The Asylum, the same production company behind the recently cancelled series Z Nation that spanned 5 seasons. Black Summer is actually a prequel to the events of Z Nation. So Black Summer drops us right into the action 6 weeks after the start of the zombie apocalypse and takes us along the journey of a few primary survivors. Rose, a mother separated from her daughter at an army checkpoint, is trying to survive while trying to find her daughter, while Julius, a criminal who poses as a soldier, also tries to reach the stadium. We also see Sun, a young Korean woman who is looking for her missing mother, along with Velez, an everyday working man trying to get out and reach his family in Texas. One of my favourite parts of the show was how all of these characters came together and how they interacted with one another and all round the decisions that they made. They weren't all heroes, but they weren't all evil either. They were normal people in a dire situation making split-second decisions which ended in life or death. The series has a multi-strand narrative where the stories of each character are interwoven. For the most part, this is done flawlessly and works great. It gives you little pieces of something at the start of episodes, then by the end we have the whole picture of all of the events that happened within that episode. There were only a few times I felt that it worked against the story and hindered the tension, making you more confused than concerned, but if you hang in there, all will be answered. With this multi-strand narrative though, comes these chapter breaks which give us a name of the next series of events we are going to watch. They break up episodes into little anthologies almost like short films in their own right, just within the same world as the rest. I didn't mind some of these chapter breaks, especially when they're at the start of the episode or when it takes you to a completely different place in the story, but there were a lot of the times where I felt they were completely unnecessary and broke all tension that the scene before it was creating. In saying this though, Black Summer is fantastic when it comes to filling every episode with tension and dread. While I was watching, I never felt that any character was safe at all and that a horde of these zombies could come smashing in at any minute. The thing is, we never really see that many zombies, not in the first half of the season anyway. Black Summer seems to keep them hidden as much as it can until all hell breaks loose, and when the zombies do come into play, they are genuinely frightening and relentless in their pursuit of the survivors. Black Summer for me proved that even after countless films, games and other shows, that zombies could still be scary. At one point in one of the early episodes, we actually follow someone who is recently turned as they chase people, bang on doors and in general go fucking crazy. It was honestly one of my favourite moments of the season, seeing this outbreak from the zombies' perspective and seeing the story around this zombie all come together as the multi-strand narrative began to stitch together. It was a really cool moment. What I also felt made this better was the cinematography of the series. For about 90% of Black Summer, it is all shot handheld with a single camera and it really shows, but in a good way. It puts us right in the mix with the characters and the zombies and helps you feel like you're a part of all of the madness. I also feel like just the shakiness of the handheld technique brings across a sense of urgency you just wouldn't get without it. Along with this dropping us into the action, so too do the characters through the sparse dialogue and heavy action. There are no overly long drawn out scenes filled with exposition or character backstory. Almost everything we learn about the characters is learned in the moment and in how they act to the events surrounding them. With this, I expected to not really care about the characters either, but to my surprise, I think it made me care about them more, as I seen them as just everyday people like myself and people I know. They didn't seem unrealistic or untouchably heroic. They felt real and they felt disposable, and having characters you care about that are easily disposable is a scary thing. There are some deaths that just kind of happen and there's never time for the other characters to grieve or to talk about it, and to me that is far more realistic. In the moment when you're running and fighting for your life, you wouldn't have time for a big epic goodbye or heroics. It's just get the fuck out of there and survive, and that's what they tried to do. The only other thing that puzzled me a little was they were only 6 weeks into the apocalypse, but some things and people looked like they had been set up for a long time, as if maybe we were almost a year in or something like that. I felt like there should have been still a little more initial panic and what the fuck is going on type of thing happening. There were also some other characters I wanted explored more, but for spoiler purposes I won't say anything. There aren't real deal breakers for me, it's just little nitpicks I had that bugged me a little bit. Anyway, for me, Black Summer was a simple but effective trip into the zombie apocalypse. I enjoyed the first 8 episodes and would be looking forward to a season 2 if it is to be announced. With all that said, I'm going to give Black Summer a 7 out of 10 rating. Also, if you have watched Z Nation, let me know if it's worth a watch at all in the comment section down below. I've never seen an episode, but after Black Summer, I am interested. Also, let me know in the comment section down below if you've watched Black Summer and what you thought of it. If you enjoyed this video, drop it a like, and if you haven't already, then subscribe to join the club. As always, thank you very much for watching, and good night.